We got Devil of Fire in my bowl. That's hot. I think I might have made a mistake. What's up, YouTube? This is Chase, and welcome to the Ramen Review. This is our very first ever review on the channel. On this channel, we're going to be reviewing everything ramen, whether it's instant, restaurants, recipes, add-ons, you name it, we'll be discussing it here. So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our uploads. Today, we're going to be reviewing the spiciest ramen in the world, supposedly. I say supposedly because that's kind of a self-proclaimed moniker that they gave themselves. There's kind of no way to really prove that. But at 14,444 Scoville units, it very well could be true. So sit back, enjoy, and see if I can survive the Devil of Fire. So the Devil of Fire sounds intimidating, but is it? The packaging sure is. It's probably the coolest looking ramen package I've ever seen. So the Devil of Fire gets its heat from the infamous Carolina Reaper. And if you look closely, there's a bunch of Carolina Reapers kind of hidden in the detail. The main image has 3 Carolina Reapers. The middle one has a horn rather than the stems to, I guess, represent the Devil of Fire, whatever that is. There's a couple more down in the corner. Overall, really cool packaging, really intimidating. I'm getting kind of nervous just thinking about that. Luckily, there's no real Carolina Reapers in here. I mean, I'm sure there's extract or flakes or something, but there's not a full Carolina Reaper. The Carolina Reaper has an SHU, or Scoville Heat Unit, of 1.6 million. For those who are unfamiliar with the Scoville measurement, an SHU, or a Scoville Heat Unit, is a measurement of heat based off the concentration of capsaicin and capsaicinoids. I hope I'm saying those right. For reference, Carolina Reaper, SHU 1.6 million. Your typical bottle of sriracha that you might have in your fridge, 2,200 Scoville unit. This is 14,444, roughly 6.5 times the heat of a bottle of sriracha. All right, before I psych myself out any further, let's go ahead and see what's inside the package. All right, so this feels pretty sturdy. It feels like there's a lot of ramen in there, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing right now. Let's go ahead and dive in. So first of all, giant brick of instant ramen. Who would have thought? Then, okay. The spiciest ramen in the world. I'm generally pretty fear adverse. When I see a hazard sign, I usually stop, but not today. Now that we got this thing open, we might as well get to cooking, but I forgot to mention a couple things. This ramen comes from the GB company, straight out of Korea. Now, my Korean skills are lacking, for a better word. And the packaging, I don't know if you can see that, is only in Korean. So I just did some quick research. Apparently we need to boil 550 milliliters of water, or 2.3 cups of water, and let the noodles cook for 4.5 minutes. So I'm gonna get that going and we'll come back. We'll talk a little bit more. We got the ramen cooking. Didn't want to make you sit around and watch water boil for 4.5 minutes, but I wanted to give a quick disclaimer that when I go out to my favorite ramen restaurants, I always order the spiciest that's available. For example, my favorite restaurant, their ramen goes from no spice to fire. I always order fire, and I've never had a problem finishing it. Sometimes it's hotter than others, gets me sweating, but I enjoy it. I have no idea what to expect with this. In general, my heat tolerance is pretty high, so I'm feeling semi-confident, but not all the way confident. Anyways, timer's about up. See you in a second. All right, we got Devil of Fire in my bowl, just where I wanted it. You can see it's steaming. I think I was supposed to put the spice packet in while I was cooking, but kind of wanted to show you what it looked like before. It smells pretty intense. Just gonna give it one. Okay, that's hot. Get this all mixed up. It smells great. Looks like there's maybe little chunks of dried up seaweed. Noodles look amazing. I think I might have made a mistake. Let's go ahead and give it a first bite. All right, right off the bat, it's spicy. That's spicier than my fire noodles at my local joint. Yeah. The flavor is pretty good. It's nice because you can actually taste the flavor. The flavor itself is not my favorite. I think this would be good if you could throw an egg in there, maybe some chashu. It's kind of sweet, which is, I don't know. For how spicy it is, you can still taste the sweetness. It's hot. I can already feel the sweat beading on my forehead. And I've got a big forehead, so there's probably gonna be a lot of sweat. So I don't remember exactly how much I paid for these. I bought a 4-pack a while ago. I know you can get a 4-pack on Amazon for $201 right now. So there's that. I don't know. Maybe you can get a deal. Maybe you can sell your soul to the devil of fire. God, that's cheesy. Apparently, there was a kind of like a viral TikTok spicy noodle challenge with these. I wasn't able to find out the details. Would like to see me try. I have 3 packs left. Go ahead and comment below. Well, we'll see how this goes first. My eyes are watering. I'm sweating. It's good though. I like a good challenge. It is really sweet though. Like really, really sweet. Those noodles though, those are some of the better instant noodles in terms of like texture. They're not too chewy and they're not too mushy. Just right. Good thickness. One thing I'd say, be careful slurping these. You don't want to have any of that going down the wrong tube. You don't want to have any of it flip up in your eye. I had that happen once. I was eating my fire noodles and I slurped too hard, right in the eyeball, swollen up, had to go back to work. Nose is running, but we don't give up on this channel. That's good. No water, no drinks, no milk, no chocolate, no ice cream, nothing until this bowl's gone. I pretty much only drink water anyways, and water doesn't really help, so. Now I know what the bowels of HE double hockey sticks taste like. It's pretty good. Sweeter than I thought it would be. All right, we're currently about, I don't know, maybe a quarter of the way through is all. I had to stop for a tissue break. Let's get back to it. I just conceded to the fact I'm gonna have to have something here to wipe my nose and forehead with, so bear with me. There's something different about chemical spice. This kind of has like a chemical spice to it rather than, I don't know, just like real peppers. I don't know if that makes sense. But that is spicy as sin. I'm gonna try not to make too many dad jokes about the devil of fire. I'm not dead yet. I'm not sure I'm alive either. I'm living in ramen purgatory. All right, I'm done. No more, maybe. I'm really not looking forward to drinking the broth. Typically, Korean fire noodles are brothless. Of course, this one calls for the broth. I get to drink the fire water. Which I'm really looking forward to. I'm about ready to just start pouring the whole thing down my throat. Just get it over with. This is how much we have left. Doing this all in one shot so you can see that we're gonna finish this thing. Hopefully that's in line. I'm literally sweating from all of my hair, my forehead, obviously. Not looking forward to doing this. Here we go. I don't know if you could see how red that was. That's pure fire. It's even kind of leaving a kind of like the oil residue that you get from real chili oil. Is it the spiciest thing I've ever eaten? No. Is it the spiciest instant ramen I've ever eaten? Absolutely. And I have a spoiler alert coming up. Almost there. All right. There's still some noodles in there. All right. It's as good as it's gonna get. That was probably about as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Again, wasn't the spiciest thing I've ever had. Spiciest instant? Absolutely. So today's score is gonna be based off of noodle texture, taste / the broth, and spiciness. The noodles were great. Again, great texture. Weren't too thin, weren't too thick. Sorry, I'm kind of dying over here. Noodle texture was fantastic. The broth, I didn't necessarily love the flavor. Again, there was this weird sweetness to it and kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of tasted chemically. Like the heat was coming from chemicals of some sort. Overall, I would probably give this a 7 out of 10. Spiciness, I would give it probably an 8.5 out of 10. So what I read on the internet is that the Bulldog 2 times is spicier than this. Even though it only claims a Scoville heat unit at like 8,000 or 9,000 compared to this claiming at 14,000, 14,444. But it just so happens I happen to have a couple packages of Bulldog 2X in my counter. So if this is what you enjoy watching, if you enjoy everything ramen, if you enjoy watching me sweat and cry, again, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you don't miss any notifications when I upload a new video, especially that Bulldog 2 coming up. We're on our mission to try every ramen in the world, instant, restaurants, you name it. So if that's your cup of tea, hit that subscribe button. Also, comment below if you have any suggestions. Anything ramen you want me to try, an instant, a restaurant. We probably won't be getting to restaurants anytime soon, but any type of content that you have suggestions for, please comment below. Let me know if you liked the video. Thank you so much for joining me on the very first episode of the Ramen Review Channel. It means the world to me. Now, I'm gonna go cry and brush my teeth and get in a cold shower. Thank you.